Right, here we are. Right, I'm going to use this beginning of the video for all the subjects. And the first subject is, of course it's not personal. Now, all these subjects I've covered before, so I'm covering it again only because we've got the latest accusations. So, you know, it's important to cover it again, I suppose. You know, give the bit of background and give the full picture of, you know, what's going on. Wait, Micky, whatever you're rolling in, don't please swear. I don't know what it is, but, you know, I've already had to give Teri a shower. Well, I'll get onto that in a minute, yeah. Look, basically, as I said in the other video, I said nearly a dozen accusations. I think it's been way over a dozen. I mean, there's lots of little ones. There's lots of ones I don't even know about. You know, I was going to say, I mean, I've had visits since they've been there. Before they were there, before they arrived, I had no visits at all. None. From the dog warden, the animal welfare people, about the pups and the conditions that pups are in. Only since they've been there. So you've got all those complaints, and all those are just BS. I say they bought a pup off me, and the conditions haven't changed since they bought the pup. They bought it off me, so they didn't mind the conditions when they bought a pup, but they decided to, you know, complain about those conditions straight afterwards. Suddenly, those conditions were a major problem for the pups straight afterwards. Yeah. This is why I say, of course, it's not personal. It wasn't a problem when it was serving you, was it? But as soon as it's not serving you, suddenly it's a problem. So then you've got the accusations of me running a puppy farm. Again, you bought a puppy off me. Yeah, there was 2 dogs having pups. That's it. Just Mollie and Amber having pups. That's not a puppy farm. I believe we go this way, didn't we? No, we go this way. I've no idea. This way, come. Yeah. So therefore, okay, that was a false accusation, the puppy farm. We had the accusation of, see, to be honest, I don't even know what come next because there's been so many of them. Very difficult to know what come where, what come next. Oh, of course, there was the accusation of puppies being locked in a 1x1 box, and that video was put up on his Facebook page, even though it shows me taking Elgie and Frankie for a walk. They're hardly locked in the box, are they? So again, false accusation. Then the false accusation of me punching Riley in the face. They even got the dog wrong. They said it was Micky. It wasn't, it was Riley. Riley got a slap on the bum. Yeah. She couldn't see, but worst case scenario was what they had to go to. So, where are we going? No, we don't come here. 1 second. Where are we going? Come out this way. Where are we going? Where are we supposed to be going? We're not coming here. No. 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 There's another path we should have gone. Left or a bit further down, I think. Then left. Don't know. Figure it out when we get there. So yeah, there was that one. Then there was, oh, what is it? Yeah, me intentionally allowing my dogs to poo in the neighbour's garden, never bothering to pick it up. That was a lie. Look, there are times when that happens. Oh, sorry, we had 2 before then. There was a false accusation that Micky started the aggression against Floyd. That was a lie. Floyd started that. There was a false accusation of Micky starting the aggression against Harvey. Again, Harvey started that, but they lied about that. Yeah, of course, they got a small victory because the dog warden person said that Micky now has to be on the lead. So that then caused the issue of the dogs pooing in the neighbour's garden because Micky's got to be on the lead. So I've got to walk Micky around while the others have run round, and by the time I get round, they've already started doing their poo. Right? Sometimes they've even finished it before I get round. Right? Well, who's to blame for that? You, because of your false accusations to the dog warden. Right? You created that situation, didn't you? But then you lied about that. Oi! Walkies, not fighties. Pick it up. So, what was after this? Oh, there was the tissue that fell out my pocket, but you phoned the police and said I intentionally was throwing rubbish in your area. Which, of course, the police says they are. They're never going to bother to investigate. You know, and they're quite happy to give a warning to somebody. It's, you know, a bit of paperwork. It makes it look as if they've done their job. Yeah. Oh, and you called the police when I parked my car a bit too close to yours. It just happened to be that way. I was going to be moving my car pretty quickly anyway. But you were demanding. Because you were demanding I move my car now, otherwise you'd phone the police, I didn't move it. Excuse me, who the bloody hell are you to demand to me? But, okay, you did that. You called the police because somebody parked their car right up against someone else's car, and that's bang out of order, basically. Right, that's what the police were saying. That's what you were saying to the police. It's out of order that I'm stopping someone else from getting into their car. And my neighbour's boyfriend did the same to me, parked his car right up against my car, basically within an inch of my car door. Did you phone the police? No. Okay. Is it starting to look like it's personal? Yeah. Let's say the ones I've listed, there's more. There's more. I mean, I can't remember all of them. Yeah, the pink bin falling in their area. Yeah, they would have probably seen it as intentional that I left that stuff there. Yeah. I didn't leave it there intentionally. The area was full of dog crap. Well, put it this way, all these accusations against me, how many have I made against them? Actual accusations. How many have I made against them? I've said they're behaving like a Karen. I've said that they've come in trouble against Matthew 7. That's not an accusation. That's talking about what they're doing and the consequences of what they're doing. That's not an accusation. I'm not accusing them of doing something they're not doing. Accusing them of being a Karen. Accusing someone, making false accusations against someone as a personal war against that person is a Karen thing to do. Right? So now we come across the most recent one. Yeah? And them saying, oh, the camera caught everything. No, it didn't. The camera can only basically see, it's basically on their wall, pointing down, it's just over their door, but it can't see the gate. It can't even see the steps. She bumped into me again. Hello, Bubs. How you doing? Did you want loves? You want loves? There you go. Good girl. Go on, Bubs. On you go. Yeah, it can't see down the steps. Basically, what the camera can see of that area is a neighbour's step coming down, and it can see part of my bins there. That's it. So it can't see what happened. All it can see is that I had a dog in my arms, I swung my arm, and then a few seconds later, or a second later, we heard what sounded like something crashing into the gate. So therefore, yeah, instead of asking any questions, you know, what exactly happened there? Instead of really looking at the video and saying, well, where was he standing when he did this? Yeah, where does it look like he was standing? And if he did that, is it possible that, you know, he was just basically putting the pup onto the slab there, and that something else fell against the gate? Yeah, they wouldn't even consider that. Why? Why? Because they decided when my pimp bin fell over that this was going to be fun. This was going to be a war that they were going to have. That's what they wanted. Right, Grace. And that's what it's all about. It's all about, it is personal. Of course it is. Of course it's not personal. Of course it is personal. Of course it is. Well, I mean, look, you talk about, you put this video on there because of the fact that you are worried about the welfare of my dog, right? That's why you did it, because you're worried about the welfare of my dog. You're worried that I'm being abusive to dogs. Okay. Now, when Kevin, Natalie's boyfriend, was sat there watching Floyd attack Amber, you knew about all that. You saw the video of that. Did you mention that on your Facebook? About your neighbour and her boyfriend sitting there watching their dog attack mine? No, you're friends with those people, aren't you? Don't try giving it all this crap that you put the video on Facebook to try and say to people, look, I'm concerned about the dog. I'm concerned that he's violent towards his dogs, blah, blah, blah. When your neighbour that you're friends with encourages their dog to be violent against mine. And you were okay with that. I imagine you were giving them high fives over that. Right? But of course it's not personal, is it? Not personal, no. Well, basically, like yesterday, I offered to him. I said, okay, do you want to fight? Come on, we'll fight. I know he backed down so bloody quickly. He didn't want to do that in any way, shape or form. But they've been trying to hurt me for 2 years, right? They've been trying to get me into trouble. They've been giving little digs. They've been trying to get the neighbour's boyfriend to harass me. They've been cheering him scratching my car. See, I mean, that they know he's scratching my car. Have they put that on their Facebook page? Say that this man is out of order, scratching someone's property, damaging people's property. Even though this is a person we don't particularly like, he's still damaging that person's property. But it's like, come on. Don't pretend that this isn't anything other than a personal warfare. Remember, 2 years in October, you're the one, well, she's the one who was trying to get Kevin and Natalie to help them to get me back. Because Kevin actually said, if that's Natalie's, is that Smokelot's name? I don't know. Anyway, he's the one who said, oh, we're going to make you pay for that. Yeah. So when I talk about Matthew 7, when I talk about you're going to hell, when I talk about the fact your parents are going to hell because of it, your parents brought you up to think this way. Your parents brought you up to behave in this manner, to wage a personal war on somebody. Your parents brought you up to think of the worst case scenario on certain people because you don't like them and to spread this crap online. And when I've called you stupid, part of the reason is you put this stuff on Facebook. If someone on Facebook figured out where you lived, figured out where I lived, decided to try and fight me because they thought I'd chuck my dog down the stairs and they wanted to have a go at me for it, you would be the one instigating that. Because you put it on your Facebook page, encouraging people to comment and to want to do something. The reality is it personal? Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I've not made accusations. I've said it's a bit weird that one of their dogs is howling all the time. And, yeah, that. Yeah. But I've never accused, I've never said that, yeah, in the video yesterday, might have been yesterday, or whenever I did the video, yeah, I was sort of playing around with the fact that, you know, oh, I could say, oh, is she whipping the dog with a belt or the lead? Is she sticking needles in the dog, making it howl and cry? Is she locking it in a cupboard? You know, why would the dog be howling and crying? If it's basically out in the lounge where she is or wherever she is, why don't it be crying? Unless it's confined somewhere and it wants to get out and it's lonely, etc., etc. What's the situation there? Yeah? I don't know, but because I don't know, I'm not going to be jumping to the worst case scenario and go putting things online about it, am I? Because I don't know. Come here. Here now. Come over here. We go this way. Well, this is someone with a dog, so we have to go this way, really. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, look, basically, as I said, it's pretty clear that this is a personal thing, because when you look at the fact that, yeah, the people next door have done stuff, even when you look at what they've done, you know, her cigarette butts falling into my area is littering. Did that matter? No. No, they said they were doing it on purpose because my pimp bin fell over. So they were littering on purpose because my pimp bin fell over, the wind blew it over, and I didn't clean it up because the area was full of dog shit. You know? Well, I'm supposed to walk in that to clean it up? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you've left that mess there. And again, should I have said to them, yeah, okay, I know that pimp bin fell over and put some plastic in your area. I'll clean it up as soon as you clean up the dog shit. No, because then that's basically me saying, oh, dirty buggers, go and clean up your dog shit. You can't do that. Come on this way. Come up. That's Mollie, Riley. That's the point. You can't do that. If I'd have done that, that would have been out of order, wouldn't it? Really? Yeah. You can't say that to neighbours. Not if you want a good relationship with them. You can't say that to them. So I just had to wait. And to be honest, yeah. Did I forget that stuff was there for a while? Yeah. Yeah. That's because life happens. Wasn't intentionally leaving that stuff there to be a pain in the arse. Yeah. Well then, as I say, they then said they were intentionally let the cigarette butts fall down into areas where there's pups, and we believe that it's possible that pups could get COVID, or dogs could get COVID, therefore pups. So I said, these people concerned about puppies, these people concerned about the dogs? If so, why would you let your cigarette butts fall down when it's a possibility? Not unlikely, but a possibility pups could get COVID and die. You'd be happy to do that to pups? As a way of trying to get back at someone? And you say this is not personal? Yeah, right. It's a personal element. It's the fact that it's personal. Look, if you were reporting every case of this sort of stuff, yeah, whether it be Natalie's boyfriend, whether it be someone else doing stuff, if you reported every case, then, you know, people could say, okay, you're just a nosy bugger who wants to stick your nose into everything, and you're just reporting people or making false accusations against everyone. You're not. You're only making them against me. That's the reality. You're only making them against me. And the point of it is that the authorities all know that. The police know that. I had a good conversation with the police, didn't I? When they come around, when you called the police, I had a good conversation with them. When they come around about other things, I told them how you were the ones who got the neighbours involved. You were the ones who was basically encouraging Sir Cough a lot, to get in my face. You were the one encouraging him to help you to make me pay. That was all part of him trying to make me pay because you wanted him involved in it. The police know that. The animal welfare people know the BS that you've been doing. They know that. Every time you call them, they come, they've checked out the dogs, they see that the dogs are fine, nothing wrong with them. So they know it's a bullshit accusation. They know that. So I would understand if you had camera angles where you could see absolutely everything. I would understand. But you don't. You have one camera pointing down into one area. Yes. As I said at the beginning of this video, yeah. Yeah, I get stressed about things and I deal with things in a bad way sometimes. Yeah. So, you know, grabbing the dogs, coming them back, you know, telling them off as I'm coming them back, you know, putting her down, telling her get in there, sort of thing, and then, you know, just telling her, right, you're not going out for walkies because you went out now. None of that was needed. Not really. It was way over the top. I didn't need to do that. Now, me doing that and you catching it on the video is part of why you believe that maybe I did do that. And then you hearing the crash of the gate makes you believe that maybe I did do that. The arm movement makes you believe also that maybe I did do that. But the person with a dog, I don't know where they've gone. And they've had a chance to go now. They should have gone. Depends on where they're going, doesn't it, really? Alright, depends on where they're going. Yeah. I was going to go back over there, but I don't know where the person is yet. They were quite a way away, so they might not have got here yet. I'm walking slowly, but maybe not slowly enough. Come up here, this way. Anyway, as far as I know, that's enough of that subject. If I need to add something else, I'll add it to it.